What if I told you there's a generation that grew up without the internet and then had to build it? That's Generation X, and their psychology is unlike anyone else's. Gen X are people born roughly between 1965 and 1980. They're sandwiched between the boomers and the millennials, often overlooked but never irrelevant. Here's the question nobody asks enough. Why do Gen Xers think the way they do? What shaped their mindset? Psychologists and researchers have studied this generation closely, and what they found is genuinely fascinating. Let's break it down. Gen X grew up on analog. Saturday morning cartoons, VHS tapes, and music you had to rewind. They understood the world before it was on a screen. That gave them something powerful, the ability to be comfortable in both worlds, the physical and the digital. Psychologists call this cognitive flexibility. Many Gen Xers were what researchers call latchkey kids. They came home to an empty house and learned to take care of themselves early. That childhood independence built a deep psychological trait, self-reliance. Gen X doesn't wait to be rescued, they figure it out themselves. When faced with a difficult choice, Gen Xers are less likely to ask for permission and more likely to just decide. Autonomy is hardwired into them. They also witnessed the birth of the internet, which means they adopted technology not from birth, but from real experience. They learned to adapt, not just consume. Gen X entered the workforce during recessions and economic turbulence. That created a psychology of financial realism. They don't expect the system to take care of them. So they became practical problem solvers, not dreamers, not cynics, just people who know how to get the job done with what they have. One of the most underrated Gen X traits? Deep self-awareness. Years of navigating change taught them to reflect before they react. They can look at both the old world and the new and see the value in each. That perspective makes them exceptional leaders and mentors. Gen X also built some of the most defining culture of the last 40 years. Grunge, hip-hop's golden era, indie film, and the early internet, all Gen X. And through every economic crisis, every technological revolution, every generational trend that tried to erase them, they're still here, still thriving. That's the real superpower of Gen X. Resilience. Not loud resilience, quiet, grounded, I've done this before resilience. And because they've been through so much, they carry wisdom that younger generations are just beginning to need. Gen X is the bridge. So the next time you meet someone from Gen X, remember, you're looking at someone who learned to survive before they learned to scroll. If you found this fascinating, smash that like button, drop a comment telling us which Gen X trait surprised you the most, and subscribe because we post videos like this every week. See you in the next one.